Okay, here's my second video, promise to you. That day, it was April 26th. I woke up at 3:45, which I do wake up every morning right now, and I just like the feeling like I slam into the body, and I remember so clearly what I've done, how I checked in all my lives, how I reconnected to all my lives, and I got out of the body when my body fell asleep. And my body wants to fall asleep exactly at 10:15 the most every night. And sometimes I wake up to I help my kids, get ready for bed, but I know that I'm not in the body. It's like Oksana on autopilot doing it. And so that morning I woke up at 3:45. I had like breakfast, and I felt like going back to sleep at 2 hours later, which I did, and I woke up at 9:30, maybe 10, I don't remember exactly the time. And I was thinking, well, I need to exercise, I need to get myself out of bed. But I had this feeling, like many of you describe in your emails to me or your comments under the videos, that it's just I couldn't get myself out of bed. Or there's some days when I cannot get out of bed no matter what I do. I'm just so super tired, the body feels heavy and all this, or I'm having funky sensations in my arms and my chest and my different parts of the bodies, because we're expanding, and that's a physical feeling, your nervous system reacting. And so anyway, of course I went with my mind, right, with my conscious mind, because my body needs to exercise like I always do. And you're driven by your habits, that. That's why it's important to develop good habits for everything you do in life. And I went swimming, but I remember stopping. I remember taking out my Fiji bottle of water from my bag. And then that moment, I feel like I'm flying in the air and landing on the concrete on my right side. And I was literally walking with my scooter. I wasn't even on it when I did that. I assume I somehow stepped on a scooter board and while drinking or something like this. So my right arm was like swollen here, and I couldn't even use my fingers. They were swollen. I couldn't move them. They hurt so much. And of course my conscious mind said, oh no, you broke your arm, you for sure did in all these pictures, all these pictures, like you go to the hospital, you do this and that to fix your arm, start going through. And I stopped that consciously, and I went home. I iced my arm, and actually the pain was so crazy. Like I would get cramps in my arm that would make me just slowly go down on the floor in pain and closing my eyes to get through it. Those who gave birth at home without medication know what I mean. When the contraction comes, you're like, the pain overwhelms you. And that was with my arm. So I was lying there, and I I saw myself sitting slowly up through my chest and getting out of my body. And then next thing I know, I go through this door. It's like a dark door, but it's like light all around it. But I passed through the door without opening it. And then I zoom by, as if you were in some sort of tunnel or elevator, and you're up. And I heard in my head, oh, that's a ninth floor, ninth dimension in the construct. And then I go, I know where to go. I knew exactly where I was going. And I see these crystal doors, crystal walls. And I knew it was crystal because I was talking to them. I was talking to the doors, and they were telling me, oh, welcome back, do you have any problems? You haven't been here for a while. And then I go into this room. It's a round room with the doors opening like this, right? Because everything's round, and I see it's like I knew where to go for my arm. Imagine a little tub in the shape of your arm, right? And it actually molds because I couldn't like undo my arm straight like this. And I put it like in this like L kind of letter position. And it just formed, like it molded around my arm as I was putting it in. And then it was just water being filled in, and there was the crystalline water of healing. And I knew I was creating it. I knew I was creating this experience for myself. And then the interesting thing came. I still don't understand what exactly that was. From the wall comes the some sort of like a stream of gel. It was like a little blue-white color. It was like plasma or something onto my arm, and it was spreading all. It's like sitting there like some sort of, not Play-Doh, but maybe slime that my kids play with. Yeah, it's like transparent slime. And with that, I wake up and my pain is gone, and I can move my fingers. I can form a fist. I'm like, whoa, I can form a fist. And it's always only been like maybe 4 to 5 hours since I hurt myself. Actually, my hip still kind of hurts because I feel like straight on my right, which thanks to Ephesians, she did the cards, and you know how she basically channels her own subconscious, connects to me because we're connected anyway. And she said, Oksana, do you know in the other life, you were actually tied up? And after I looked, yes, I was tied up as this like marine, like merman type being that I see myself a lot. And that's when the soldiers came in dark uniforms. I think like what comes to me is Kruger Corporation soldiers from there came and tied me up because they were going to use me, because they were going to study my brain. They're going to study how I communicate and all this. Because they were starting underwater creatures. And that's the frequency of me thinking about my brother and worrying about his health, and like naturally about everything, like getting bombed and things like that. He doesn't care. He lost his fear completely. But it's me who's at a distance when I get information from him every day when we speak on the phone. Like I know I lower my frequency, right? And I was thinking about it when I was drinking the water. And basically it coincided with the frequency in that life when I was tied up by the soldiers. And because I was tied up in my wrist and in my legs, I fell. Because I fell there too, in that life also. So you understand, the frequency goes in patterns. And when your frequency pattern coincides with some other life where you had some traumatic event happening, you might relive that traumatic event in your life. It can be slightly different thing, but in both cases, I fell down. And actually, thanks to Ephesians, she kind of stirred up my memories, and I clearly saw how that happened. So anyway, well, that's what I wanted to tell you. And we just this clear understanding came to me. We really heal ourselves. We have to start using our healing ability with little things. You cut your finger a bit, like make this wound close faster with your thoughts, and then when you do little things, you start believing in yourself. You solidify this belief into a very deep ingrained subconscious belief, and that's when you can do miracles about your body. Like, look at the people after NDE experiences, they've been told by doctors they can never walk, but because what they saw on the other side, they believe they can do anything they want, and they actually walked out of hospitals days or weeks later. So, I mean, I know you know the stories I'm talking about, but it really takes your own experience to start believing in yourself. Because a lot of things we know in theory, but we cannot apply in reality, because the programming from the childhood, from teachers, from everybody around us, from our environment while growing up, formed our belief system, and it's so solid, it's hard to break it. Only through your own experience, like my experience with my arm, can actually do it. Even though I knew I can heal myself, but you know, it takes your own experience and seeing the results quickly to really, really believe and get excited about it and solidify your belief fast. Which, you know, I'm just hoping that by sharing my experiences with you, I can help you on this journey, because we all help each other. And I appreciate every client who comes to me. I appreciate every one of you who share your experiences after your sessions with me, and those who just watch my videos, because that's what my soul decided to do here since I got into this construct, even though I don't want to be here. But yeah, have a good day, and I'll continue walking in the rain, getting some exercise here early in the morning. Have a good day. Bye.